Now on Hawaii Island, Maui, and Oahu. In some areas, residents have been told to evacuate their homes.
And those fires fueled by powerful winds with some gusts reaching 60 miles an hour as Hurricane Dora passes south of Hawaii. Some parts of the state seeing damage with blown roofs and downed utility poles and trees. Hawaii News Now has declared a first alert weather day because of the damaging winds and the ongoing fire threats.
Our first alert team is tracking all of the new developments and weather alerts across the islands.
And we'll start first on Hawaii Island's Kohala coast with a live look at a brush fire that's forced people to evacuate their homes. It's burning in North Kohala off Akonipule Highway and near Kohala Ranch. The winds are whipping in the area right now and fanning the flames. Crews are only able to battle the fire on the ground, and the gusts are too strong to put up helicopters. And the Hawaii County Fire Department says that fire has burned approximately 1,800 acres and is not contained. It's actually one of two fires in the area. The other, near Waimea's Lalamilo subdivision, burned 20 acres and was said to be restricted within containment lines. Here's what it looks like in Waimea. The area has been so dry that the winds are now whipping dirt into the air, a potentially dangerous situation for drivers, and officials are asking the public to avoid these areas as fire crews remain on scene.
Now here are the areas under a mandatory evacuation right now: Kohala Ranch, Kohala by the Sea, Kohala Waterfront, and Kohala Estates. Evacuation shelters are open in North Kohala at Hisaoka Gym in Kapa'au and in Waimea at the Waimea Community Center. We have more updates in a live interview with Hawaii County Mayor Mitch Roth coming up at 4:30.
Now to Maui, which is also seeing a double dose of strong winds and rapidly spreading fire. A blaze near the upcountry town of Olinda already has a perimeter of 1,000 acres.
And more than 2,000 customers are also without power in Lahaina. Chelsea Davis takes us live to the Valley Isle. Chelsea.
Yeah, Mark, Ash, I'm off of Olinda Road here in Makawao, where a home has burnt down, and you can see that flames are still active here. And I must say the wind surely is whipping, as you can just see that plume of smoke whipping up behind me. Now I want to show you just how widespread it is and the view from up here, because as we mentioned, this is up country, and I want to show you an indication of how windy it is as well. So this view behind me, you can see all the smoke below us and just how windy it is, because the visibility obviously is very poor. Normally we can see what downtown is, and you can see that it's difficult to see anything at all. Now, Maui firefighters have been working very hard all day long, battling two brush fires here on the Valley Isle. One off Olinda Road between Kula and Makawao, and the other one in Lahaina. The one near Olinda Road broke out shortly after midnight. Firefighter crews from Kula, Makawao, Kahului, and Wailea were all on scene. MFD's Air 1 helicopter launched at daybreak to also help out. And then around 6:35 this morning, a brush fire was reported in the area of Lahaina Luna Road. Evacuations were ordered immediately in the area near Lahaina Intermediate School. The American Red Cross has opened up an evacuation center at the Lahaina Civic Center, and several residents were ordered to evacuate. Evacuees I spoke with said they could see the flames and smell the smoke as they rushed to safety. An emergency evacuation center was opened at the Hannibal Tavares Community Center in Pukalani. There were 54 residents at that site, 17 dogs and 7 cats. The Maui Humane Society was on scene helping with those animals. And also take a look at this video from the Kahului Airport on Maui. You can see the impact of those strong winds that are having at the Avis Budget Rent-A-Car building. Now back out here live off Olinda Road in Makawao, I'm told that one Maui police officer was sent to the hospital this morning suffering from smoke inhalation after he was helping residents evacuate. Multiple customers, Maui Electric customers and Maui County residents are without power as well, and there's also multiple roads that have been closed. And for a full list of those, just head over to our website at hawaiinewsnow.com. But that's the latest from the Valley Isle. Mark, Ash, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Chelsea. Stay safe out there. Now, the windy weather forced schools to close on Maui. The campuses include Princess Nahi'ene'ena Elementary, King Kamehameha III Elementary, Lahaina Intermediate, Lahaina Luna High School, and King Kekalike High School. No word yet from the DOE if they'll reopen tomorrow. And Kamehameha Schools Maui and A'apueo Preschool also closed today because of the brush fire Mauka of the Pukalani campus.
Now to Oahu, where there's a brush fire burning right now near the Patsy T. Mink Regional Park in Waipio. It began at around 10:30 this morning north of the pool and archery range. We're told the flames have so far charred about 100 acres. No homes are currently being threatened. And the effects from the powerful winds could be felt all across Oahu.
Our Eddie Dowd has been tracking the impacts island-wide and continues our coverage in Manoa. Eddie.
Well, residents here in Manoa Valley tell me they lost power around 3 a.m. They also report there were high winds overnight. I'm going to step out the shot so you can see those crews working. They've been working all day to get this power line back up that stretched down the street when it was knocked down. Crews tell me they hope to get power restored by tonight. This video shows when that power line went down, where it appears a car caught on fire. According to the HECO power map, around 250 people in this area remain without power. One longtime resident we talked to says she can't remember the last time she lost power for more than 12 hours.
Probably a while ago, there was where the whole island was down for the whole entire day. But yeah, that's
Is this pretty rare
pretty rare. Yeah.
to go this long?
To go this long, pretty rare. Yeah.
And in Kalihi Valley today, trash bins could be seen knocked down along the road. And right now, the wind continues to pick up every so often with those gusts coming unexpectedly. Coming up at 5, we'll show you more of the damage seen across Oahu. Reporting live in Manoa Valley, Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.
Our first alert weather team has been tracking the potential of the wind and fire threats since last week.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Robbins has a closer look at the peak gusts and what we can expect tonight. Jen.
As we take a closer look at the setup, we have this first alert weather day with the powerful winds, fire danger, power outages. We'll likely see that continue into the nighttime hours before it subsides. It's all due to this large area of high pressure, a pressure difference between it and also Dora, a hurricane that's moving south of the islands right now. And you can see the winds there about 130 miles per hour. Even though Dora is located more than 450 miles to the south, we're seeing all of those winds rush in due to the tight pressure gradient or difference. So concerning threats into the night, damaging winds will continue, fire danger and power outages. But the good news in all of this, we will be seeing a slowdown in our winds late Wednesday into Thursday. And that's when we're going to see that relax between that area of high pressure, and also Dora continues to move away from the island chain. But we have been seeing the opposite circulations moving clockwise here with that high pressure fan, counterclockwise with that low pressure system of Dora, and that's why we're seeing all of this air funnel in right on top of us. East winds anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. As far as gust, earlier today we saw 60 miles per hour in some of those remote areas downwind of the mountain, and you can see up to about 45 miles per hour even at the airport. So dangerous winds will continue, and the big role in all of this is how the mountains have been interacting with it. We are going to be seeing very gusty conditions as the winds accelerate down the hillside and produce very strong winds up to 50 miles per hour. Like I said, some relief is in sight. I'll take a deeper look at that coming up shortly.
I want to take you across the stage and show you the impact of what is causing a lot of problems on roadways today. First of all, going over to the big island of Hawaii, as we reported to you a little bit earlier today, that road is blocked due to that wildfire on Akonepule Highway, both directions from Ala Kahua Drive to Kauai High Road. Now moving over to the Valley Aisle 2, big road closures right now. First, upcountry Maui, the road is blocked due to the wildfire on Haleakala Highway, both directions from Kualona Place to Kulalani Drive. And then over on the west side, that down power lines is causing a complete shutdown shutdown of the road, and this is between Front Street and the Hokiakia Road. Okay, so bringing you back to the island of Oahu, we want to tell you about a stalled vehicle that is right affecting our traffic in the middle of town. This is at Nimitz and Pu'uhale, and then a crash on Like and Nalani'ehu has just been cleared up, so that's a good thing as people try to make their ways over to Like into the windward side. We'll have more details on your drive times coming up on First Alert Traffic. Back to you, Ashley.
Thank you, John and Jen. Well, now is a good time to download the free Hawaii News Now weather app. Just scan the QR code on your screen, and with our app, you can see the wind speeds in your area, and we'll send push alerts when there's severe weather that could impact you.
Well, the State Transportation Department is pleading for drivers to be more careful. 9 people have died on state highways during an 11-day stretch. Just yesterday, a man died after he was hit by a vehicle on the H1 eastbound near the Aiea off-ramp while working on a mechanical issue outside of his car. Police say a vehicle driven by a 56-year-old woman drifted into the shoulder lane and rear-ended his car.
Have our freeway service patrol that can help out in those areas, your tow truck service, whatever it may be, and get yourself off the roadway and have somebody come in and pull it off. But really, no reason for a person to be losing awareness, losing control, whatever it may be, in a situation like that.
Yesterday's deadly crash remains under investigation. The victim's name has not been released.
The Navy now says there is no petroleum in its drinking water after it announced elevated levels were detected at 2 military homes. Last night, the commander at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam said on Facebook that routine testing detected petroleum in the water at a home in Radford Terrace and in the Doris Miller neighborhood. Now the commander says the EPA-certified lab made a mistake and there is no petroleum in the water. Tonight on Hawaii News Now at 5, an exclusive interview with the base commander on the faulty water test and reaction from residents.
A lawsuit has been filed against the city over its plans to dismantle the Haiku stairs. Mayor Rick Blangiardi started the removal process back in 2021, and the city council has approved over $2 million for the project. However, the Friends of Haiku Stairs, a community organization fighting to preserve the stairs, has filed a complaint trying to block the removal, alleging the city has not followed the proper legal protocol and did not conduct a new environmental impact statement.
Much less environmentally destructive to preserve the resource where it is, and they should be managed responsibly, like Hanauma Bay or Diamond Head or any other high visitor interest site. You need to have common sense controls. You need to limit capacity.
The city should have initiated an EIS, the process to study this, to study what they're currently proposing, and to complete an EIS.
In response, the city released a statement saying it is aware of the suit. The Department of Corporation Counsel is reviewing it and cannot comment at this time.
Ahead on First at 4, Safeway says it's investigating an apparent rodent incident at one of its Honolulu stores that was caught on camera. The results of a health department inspection when we come back. How's it going, Howard?
Hey, Ash. While Hawaii struggles with wind, the East Coast is still dealing with storms. Buckle up for an update on flights. The Dow closed down 31, so it kept most of Monday's gains. You're getting your news first at 4, and we'll all be right back.